Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the inaugural Uptown Cairo American International School commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. My name is Gerald Redd, and I am the director of the American International School in Egypt. Tonight is a very special occasion, and we want everyone to do their part to ensure a meaningful and enjoyable experience for tonight's ceremony. Beginning at this time, please take your seats and make sure that all aisles are clear as we prepare for the beginning of the ceremony. A couple of announcements before we begin tonight. Restrooms are available for use during the ceremony. They are to my left and your right beneath the mezzanine, and AIS staff are on hand to assist in getting you there. We have arranged for professional photographers to capture tonight's ceremony in order that you may relax and enjoy the event without worrying about taking photos or missing that extra special shot. We kindly ask that you do not approach the stage or stand in front of the audience to take pictures. Please do not block the aisles while graduates enter or exit the stage. Please be advised that smoking is strictly confined to the designated zone at the rear of the campus. To maintain the dignity of this event, it is prohibited on the field or within the seating galleries at all times. I would also like to request that you either turn off or silence your cell phones to make sure that this will respect and honor the importance of the graduates and this event. And finally, graduates will be dismissed formally with a recession from the stage as their choice of song is played at the end of the ceremony. Parents and families should remain in their seats throughout this process. We will now begin our graduation ceremony with a procession from the AIS faculty, followed by the graduating class of 2026. At this time, we ask for you to stand and remain standing throughout the end until the end of the national anthem. Please stand. Thank you, Ms. Huda. Please remain standing. Please remain standing for our faculty procession, followed by the procession of the graduates of the class of 2026. We will now begin our faculty procession. Ladies and gentlemen, and the graduating class of 2026, please be seated. Thank you so much for such a lovely welcome tonight for our graduating class. Again, welcome to tonight's commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. I want to say thank you to Ms. Huda Mohammed and the AIS High School Jazz Band for the lovely music that welcomed us all this evening. Tonight we are honored with many special guests, and we appreciate you being part of the celebration of this outstanding group of students. AIS is the flagship school of ESOL education, celebrating its 35th anniversary recently. And it is the living expression of our chairman and founder, Mr. Walid Abu Shakra's vision, an enduring belief that education transforms lives and communities. For more than 40 years, he has advanced his mission with unwavering dedication to the growth and success of our schools, guiding AIS through milestones such as the opening of this new campus here in Uptown. Through his leadership, countless students and communities across cities, nations, and ultimately the world have been positively impacted, myself included, as I have been deeply influenced by his commitment to educational excellence and service. Grounded in this legacy, AIS continues to lead with purpose, providing world-class learning that empowers each student to reach their full potential while upholding the standard of excellence that defines ESOL education. Our graduates on stage tonight are 147 young men and women who have given their best to make it to this stage. Their accomplishments are as numerous and are a reflection of our legacies and our reflection of our legacy of excellence. We have 44 IB students, 133 American Diploma students, 51 honors graduates, national and elite level athletes, and the future students and future leaders of Egypt who will continue to make of the world a better place, no matter the scale of their work. As accomplished and impressive as this graduating class is, no journey is ever taken alone. There are some very special groups of people who have supported you, class of 2026, who have guided you and walked beside you along the way. First and foremost, to our parents. We know that behind every student that reaches their potential is a home filled with love, encouragement, and unwavering belief. Thank you for the countless sacrifices, the quiet strength, and the consistent support you've provided throughout the years. You have created the foundation from which these graduates now soar. Parents of the class of 2026, please stand so we may recognize you. Thank you. Parents, please be seated. Next, I'd like to recognize a group whose daily commitment to our students cannot be overstated. To our AIS faculty, you have challenged, inspired, mentored, and uplifted this class. Through your care and dedication, you've instilled within them a love of learning, a sense of purpose, and the confidence to face the world beyond these walls. Your impact is lasting and your contribution immeasurable. AIS faculty, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to welcome Dr. Tamam Abu Shakra, Vice Chairman of the AIS Board of Governors, to the stage, and he will address and introduce our commencement speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Red. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, class of 2026. I have the honor today of introducing our keynote speaker, Mr. Abdullah Salam. Mr. Salam is the president and CEO of Madinat Masr, one of Egypt's leading real estate developers. It was Mr. Salam's history as a self-described serial entrepreneur that brought him to this role. Hailing from one of Egypt's most prominent business families, Mr. Salam has been an active entrepreneur and executive for over 20 years across multiple industries, including manufacturing, retail, media, technology, and real estate. Over the course of his career, he has founded and managed several successful ventures, including Minka Real Estate Investment, an innovative property development company. In 2021, Minka was acquired by Madinat Masr, and Mr. Salam was appointed president and CEO. Over the ensuing 5 years, Mr. Salam has led the company's transformation and growth strategy, building on its legacy as one of Egypt's largest and most established developers. Actually, Mr. Salam told me just before the ceremony that the scale of Madinat Masr's operations over the last 5 years has grown tenfold. That's about 1,000%, mashallah. Beyond his executive role, Mr. Salam gives back to his community by serving on the boards of several prominent corporate, social, and educational institutions, and by supporting entrepreneurship and startups through mentorship and consultancy. You may also recognize him from his role on Shark Tank Egypt, where he lends his experience and acumen to aspiring entrepreneurs. Last but not least, Mr. Salam is a proud AIS graduate and member of our class of 1997. Graduates, parents, and guests, please give a warm welcome to Mr. Abdullah Salam.
Good evening, everyone. Exactly 29 years ago, June 7th, was my graduation, 1997, from AIS. I assume the stage took this podium, not this exact one. It was in front of a spectacular audience like the one I can see today. It feels like I'm just back in time, 29 years ago. I'm actually used to public speaking now, and cameras and TV and all the stuff, but it feels like it's my first public speech, which was the one I delivered 29 years ago as valedictorian of my class at that time. We only had one valedictorian and one salutatorian. I was the valedictorian of the class. I was an IB student. It was the 6th graduating class of AIS. Now this is the 35th. I feel so old saying all these numbers. But literally it feels like yesterday. So first of all, thank you for having me. I'm thrilled. Again, my heart is pounding as if it's my first public speech 29 years ago, which actually changed my life. I was actually more of an introvert during my school years. All I cared about, which was a good thing, again, was studying and getting good grades, hence the valedictorian. Assuming the stage and the podium and giving my classes valedictorian speech was my first real public speaking, and my life changed from that point on. And that's how I want to start my speech today. AIS changed my life. AIS showed me that I can be different. AIS showed me that I can change the world, literally. I can go about and try to change the world. Let alone I met the love of my life, my wife now for almost 25 years at AIS. And so literally in every sense, education, career, social life, love life, everything, AIS changed my life. So I'm not here today to give you life lessons or business advice. You don't need it, and I will tell you why. All I thought of is I want to give you some messages from the future, if I may say. Because believe it or not, I feel like I was in your position just yesterday. But the reality is I'm 29 years from the future. So all I thought of is I want to share with you 6 messages, since you're a class of 26. Thankfully not 26 messages, because I have a tendency to talk a lot. I could have done them 26, but 6 is enough, I think. I came up with 6 thoughts, which I like to call 6 messages from the heart, from the future, that if I were to send each one of you a message on their phone for you to go back to, a message from the heart from someone who's the age of your parents, probably. My youngest son is your age, actually. So if you would accept from me these heartfelt messages from the future. Very simple, just from the heart. No business advice, nothing complicated. First message. Believe me, I'm sure you already feel what I'm going to say. The friends and the memories you've made at AIS are priceless. They are irreplaceable. They are incomparable. These will be the people 30 years down the road that you will feel the most free, the most young, the most comfortable around 30 years later and even more. Even if you don't meet a lot, I meet some of my fellow AIS friends maybe 5 years, and then we don't see each other for another few years, and then we meet up again, and every single time we meet, it's like we're back to school, young, free, and comfortable. Cherish that. The friends and the memories you've made at AIS. This was the first message. Second message, actually, when I took the stage to deliver my speech 29 years ago, I started my speech with a quote from an all-time favorite movie at that time. I hope that some of you have watched it, Forrest Gump. It was a big thing at that time. And I started by Tom Hanks. Please, if you haven't watched it, watch it. I started my speech off actually by a quote from the movie where Forrest Gump said, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." I said it back then, and it holds true today, 29 years later. But then I just realized recently another dimension to this amazing quote. Initially, I thought it was just about life will surprise you. It's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. You just pick your chocolate, and whatever you get is whatever you get, which is true. Sometimes it's bitter. Sometimes it's dark chocolate, whether you like it or not. Sometimes it's even expired. A lot of times it's going to be milky, sweet, and smooth. But the latest realization I've realized, and that's why I chose to revive this quote again, is no matter what kind of chocolate it is, remind yourself it's chocolate at the end of the day. Bitter, sweet, expired, whatever. It's chocolate at the end of the day. Just pick your next one, savor it, swallow it, whatever, enjoy it, pick your next one, and keep going. That was my second message. Third message, and it will happen, I don't want to scare you, but again, I told you it's a message from the future. Whenever you feel something's wrong, whenever life is too stagnant, whenever you're too worried, whenever you're too anxious, please just keep going. And the message here, try to do something useful. Whenever you're down, whenever things are not okay, whenever you're fearful and anxious, try to do something useful. You will be surprised when trying to benefit others, how curing this can be. But please, whatever you do, don't drop the towel. You can drop, like when we used to do in sports day and stuff like that, you can drop the baton. pick it up again and keep running, but never drop the towel. I came up with this quote a few years ago. My wife didn't like it when I said it, but I mean it. You only rest when in peace. That's the only time you rest. When they say rest in peace, that's the time you rest. Before that, keep hustling, keep going, don't drop the towel. That was my third message. Fourth message is actually another quote that I came up with. So you might already assume how talkative I am. I keep coming up with these quotes. I came up with this quote that says, take risk, يأتيك الرزق. Take risk, يأتيك الرزق. A lot of people mistake risk with recklessness. Risk is not recklessness. It's your consciousness that there is more and that you can achieve more and that God has created you for a reason. Go fulfill it. Fifth message, we're almost there. When I was at AIS, I was 40 kilograms less than you can see, than you're seeing right now. I was a fashionista, surprisingly. I only wear black now. My kids don't believe I was a fashionista at that time. I loved basketball, now I love watches. The message here, as superficial as these changes sound, the message here is that you will change as a human being. Trust me, you will change. Your body will change. Hopefully you won't gain 40 kilos like I did, but your body will change, your taste will change, your style will change, you will change as a human being. Whatever you do, make sure your hearts and souls stay pure, young, and hungry for more. Please. Sixth message, and the last one, and I think the most important one, and that's why I told you I'm not here to give you advice. You are a very unique generation. I've been involved with your generation for the past few years extensively. You are a generation of a kind, different from anything I've seen from the generations a little bit older than you, my own generation, and generations older even than myself. Enjoy the ride. Write your own rules. Follow your guts. Take care of us when we're older. Forgive us if we haven't made the world a better place for you. Go make it a better place for yourself. Enjoy the ride. Do good. Stay true. Do a lot of good. Thank you for having me. Congratulations and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdullah. On behalf of AIS, I'm pleased to just present you with a modest gesture of appreciation plaque.
Thank you, Tamam. It means a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. It's such a pleasure as an organization and an educational institution when we are able to welcome back alumnus to come and address our faculty, our staff, and our students. It's such a wonderful experience, something that we look forward to every year. And thank you, Mr. Salam, for your wonderful message tonight. Again, another round of applause for our commencement speaker. Thank you so much. Now please join me in welcoming to the podium Lana Abu Laban, our American Diploma valedictorian. Stand right here. Okay. As American Diploma valedictorian, president of the AIS Student Council, and an active member of the National Honor Society, Girl Up, AIS for Egypt, Voices for Health, and the Smile Initiative, Lana Abu Laban exemplifies academic excellence, leadership, and service. Her success reflects a deep personal commitment to her studies. She approaches every assignment and exam as a promise to herself, focusing intently on each subject and never settling for good enough. Her tenacity and determination to truly master the material have made every grade count, and her valedictorian honor is a direct result of her genuine care for learning and relentless effort. Thank you.
To the respected administration, beloved teachers, proud parents, families, friends, and my fellow graduates, standing here today, I keep thinking about how different this moment looks from what we imagined years ago. For so long, graduation felt like a distant milestone, something we talked about but could never quite picture. We couldn't have known then how quickly the years would pass, how many memories we would create, or how much we would grow. We sit here together one final time, not just as students, but as graduates. High school was not just a collection of classes and exams. It was a period of becoming. It was where many of us experienced success and failure, confidence and self-doubt, excitement and uncertainty. It was where we learned lessons that could never be found in a textbook. And looking back on this journey, there is one verse that continues to stand out to me. One verse that captures the essence of what this journey has taught us and what I hope we carry with us long after today. Regardless of beliefs, this promise is one that speaks to all. Inna ma'al usri yusra. Indeed, with hardship comes ease. Not after hardship, with hardship. For a long time, I understood this verse as a promise that difficult times would eventually end. And while that is true, as I grew older, I realized that its message is even more profound. It reminds us that even in our hardest moments, there is always something good accompanying them. There is always a lesson, a blessing, a source of strength, or a reason to keep going. I think every person sitting here today has experienced this truth. There were nights when exams felt endless, and assignments felt overwhelming. There were moments when we doubted ourselves, questioned our abilities, or worried about our future. There were disappointments we never expected and challenges we never planned for. Yet somehow, we made it here today. And when we look back, we realize that alongside every hardship was an ease we may not have noticed at the time. Alongside stress, there were friends who made us laugh. Alongside failure, there were lessons that helped us grow. Alongside uncertainty, there were people who believed in us. And alongside every challenge, there was a strength within us that we had not yet discovered. Many of the things that felt impossible when we first encountered them eventually became the experiences that shaped us the most. Perhaps that is why some of our most meaningful growth comes not during the easiest periods of our lives, but during the moments that test us the most. The truth is that life after graduation will not be free of hardship. In many ways, we are stepping into a world with even greater uncertainties. Some of us know exactly where we are headed. Others are still trying to figure it out. Some of us are excited, and others are nervous about what comes next. But no matter where life takes us, I hope we carry this verse with us. When you don't get accepted into the program, university, or opportunity you hoped for, remember, indeed with hardship comes ease. When life doesn't go according to your plans, remember, indeed with hardship comes ease. When you feel lost, overwhelmed, or uncertain about your future, remember, indeed, with hardship comes ease. Let it be an anchor in your life. Let it remind you that difficult moments are never the whole story. Let it remind you that growth often comes from discomfort, that resilience is built through challenges, and that some of life's greatest blessings arrive disguised as obstacles. I also want to thank our teachers. Thank you for your patience, your guidance, and for seeing potential in us even when we couldn't see it in ourselves. You taught us discipline, resilience, and the importance of believing in our own abilities. To my mother, would you and all the mothers of the valedictorians and salutatorians please stand? To the person behind everything in my life, my memories, my achievements, my successes, my values, my character, and even the features I see when I look in the mirror. But the most precious thing I inherited from her was her heart. People often look at me and say that I'm the miniature version of her. I always pretended not to care when I heard that. But the truth is that it has always been one of the greatest compliments I could ever receive. Thank you for being my support system, my backbone, my moral compass, my best friend, and my mother all in one. Your love, strength, and guidance have shaped me into the person I am today. I don't know where I would be or who I would be without you. Everything I achieve is in some way a reflection of everything you have given me. To my dad, your sacrifices, hard work, love, and unwavering belief in me have made so much of what I have achieved possible. I'm incredibly grateful for everything you have done for me, and I hope to make you as proud as you have always made me. To our parents and families, thank you for every sacrifice, every word of encouragement, every prayer, and every moment of support. We would not be standing here without you. ربنا يخليكوا لينا. And to my friends and fellow graduates, thank you for making these years unforgettable. Thank you for the friendships, the memories, the laughter, and even the challenges that helped shape who we are today. As we sit together for one last time as a graduating class, I think many of us are feeling a mix of emotions. We are proud of what we have accomplished, excited for what lies ahead, and perhaps a little sad to leave behind a chapter that meant so much to us. That sadness is a reminder of how special this journey has been. But every ending creates the opportunity for a new beginning. Today is not just a celebration of where we have been, it's a celebration of who we have become and who we still have the potential to be. As we leave this place behind and begin writing the next chapter of our lives, I hope we move forward with courage, gratitude, and faith. I hope we remember that success is not the absence of hardship, but the ability to keep moving forward through it. And whenever life becomes difficult, and it will, I hope we return to the simple yet powerful words that carried us through so much. Inna ma'al usri yusra. Indeed, with hardship comes ease. Congratulations, class of 2026. Today we close a chapter we will never forget, and tomorrow we begin writing one we have yet to imagine. Thank you.
Lana, thank you. That was outstanding. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have a seat. Thank you, Lana. And now please join me in welcoming to the podium Lamar El-Najjar, our IB Diploma valedictorian. As IB valedictorian, president of Girl Up and Voices for Health, and member of AIS for Egypt, the National Orange Society, SASH, and the SMILE Initiative, Lamar brings incredible dedication, energy, and creativity to everything that she does. She pours genuine effort into every assignment, approaches challenges with original thinking and infectious enthusiasm. Her charisma inspires classmates naturally. She leads not by demand, but by example. Lamar's valedictorian honor reflects her relentless drive and authentic passion for learning, making her success feel both earned and uplifting to everyone around her. Please welcome Lamar El-Najjar. It's right here, okay?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وكان فضل الله عليك كبيرا. Life is not measured by the number of breaths you take, but by the number of moments that take your breath away. Good evening, parents, families, friends, teachers, and most importantly, the graduating class. For a moment, I ask you all to look around. We've all come here to watch and celebrate as us graduates, the class of 2026, transition into the next stage of our lives. For me, and I think most of you, this is one of those moments that takes my breath away. When I look around me, I don't just see where we've been or where we are, I see where we've been. I see the people who became familiar faces before they became friends. I see conversations that started as passing comments and somehow lasted for years. I see classes that we turned into places to talk about everyone and everything. I see moments that felt ordinary when they happened, but somehow became the memories we're going to hold on to forever. And maybe that's why tonight feels the way that it does, because as we celebrate everything we've done and everything we've accomplished, we're also realizing that this version of our lives is coming to an end. When I first started writing the speech, the first draft was full of inspiration and advice. I wanted it to be profound, something that would stay with you long after tonight. I could tell you that success is about the process of learning, or that we should redefine our idea of achievement, But anyone who has interacted with me over the past few years would probably laugh at the idea of me giving that advice. مش أنا خالص يعني. It was only after boring myself reading that first draft that I realized something. The best way to talk to the people that I've spent these years with is the same way I always have. Here, I see my best friends, the people who made every single day for the past 12 years unexpected. 12 years of spontaneous after-school plans and trips. 12 years of trying to skip first period whenever we're together. 12 years of holding each other's laughs during class and trying not to look at each other. Every memorable part of my school experience somehow leads back to these moments, the moments that made this time in our lives special and worth remembering forever. And then there's my chosen family for the past 2 years, the people I probably saw more than my own family, the IB family. 2 years of deadlines, submissions, and those last-minute articles sent the day before the exam about the 10 most likely topics the IB will assess that always turned out to be fake, always all end today. Somewhere between the all-nighters and the panic and the endless confused faces, I learned what a real community looks like. I laughed with some of my now closest friends, made memories I'll never forget, and lost count of how many times we laughed and cried over how clueless we were. To this school, my second home, and our teachers, thank you for challenging and pushing us, constantly teaching us invaluable lessons, fostering our independence, self-reliance, and a realization that our success is entirely up to us through our decisions and choices. Today is more than a graduation. It's proof. Proof that you can survive that group project, proof that the fight with your friends wasn't the end of the world, proof of late nights, early mornings, and somehow functioning on concerning amounts of caffeine. Proof that you can wait so long for an ending and still dread its arrival just as much. That's the beautiful part of being human though, because we can experience life's greatest and most opposite emotions simultaneously. We learn happiness through sadness, compassion through suffering, and even love through loss. And when we're holding all of these emotions at once, it becomes clear that we didn't really go through any of it alone, because I know I never went through any part of my journey alone. I carried it so well because I had so many hands helping me carry it too. My personality, accomplishments, the words I choose, and even the way I'm standing here delivering this speech are all a mosaic of the people who have helped me, whether in small moments or life-changing ones. The love and help I received often found itself in my dad's voice at night, as I studied, telling me to sleep, the candy that I love that multiplies in quantity when I eat it once. Poppy, thank you for 17 years of you being my backbone. You are the light of everyday life and my reason to keep going no matter what. Thank you for hugging me when life feels heavy, for helping me carry those things I can't carry alone, and for always knowing the right thing to say. As you drove me to my exams, you turned mornings full of fear into some of my favorite memories ever. وأخيراً هنفرح رسمي، مش لازم بس نشغلها في العربية. ويمكن تكون انتصرت على ماما ووشك أحلى في الامتحانات. When I'm stuck, I say Baba هيتصرف before I even have a chance to understand what I'm dealing with, but it's never once let me down. You are my daily reminder to take life easier and to smile every day just as much as you do. بحبك قد الدنيا واللي فيها. When they first called me to tell me about this speech, I was only with my sister. I was also only with her when I opened all of my important college acceptances. Larinos, you're my good luck charm, now and forever. I am blessed to have someone who experiences such unparalleled joy just for me, who cries about my good news as if it's hers. You are my forever best friends, and I hope you know that. Thank you for distracting me for 4 years, reminding me that nothing is that deep, and making me laugh even on the days where that feels impossible. Can you imagine a morning where you don't have to wake me up 3 times and scream at me? You're never getting rid of me, you still have to FaceTime me and wake me up in university. I love you forever, Larinos. Thank you for being you. As for my chosen sisters, Hala and Haya, thank you for making this entire week possible. This thank you is a little different. Thank you for being my fashion advisors and personal stylists. The dresses of this entire week were brought to you after very meticulous decision making. All jokes aside, it's impossible to explain why when I have an exam in Egypt, my aunts in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait don't sleep until I finish. Thank you for being there for me unconditionally, picking up after one call, flying across seas to cheer me on, for being my second moms, for endless gossip sessions on the pink couch, and picking up after one ring. هقابلكم على الكنبة اليوم نتكلم. بحبكم جدا. To my uncle, Hamada, thank you for always being there in the middle of the night, not asking further questions, making us laugh. Life is brighter because you're in it. To my grandparents, thank you for your unwavering support no matter what, for being my first phone call after every exam. دعواتك السحرية جد مستجابة. And if I've been trying to thank everyone here tonight, then let this last one be the one that matters most. Let me read you verbatim a conversation between me and my mom on a random day in March. At 1:51 a.m., I said, I'm so scared. I have to finish math, chemistry, and physics, study for the exams, submit the AIS. There's no way I have enough time. Do you actually think I have enough time? She responded, والله وقت كفاية بزيادة. For the next 10 minutes, it went back and forth. قولي والله إنك متأكدة. والله متأكدة. احلفي. والله. احلفي. والله. First, I wish I could tell you that this conversation was only once, but when I was trying to pick which one to read, I scrolled through thousands. For 17 years, my mom believed in me more than myself. She clapped so hard for me that I never noticed who didn't. And because of this final part of my speech isn't just a thank you, it's a dedication. You are everything I am and everything I hope to be. Everything that exists in my life and will continue to exist in the future is because you were always there for everything, quietly, constantly, and without asking for anything in return. Thank you for the nights you didn't sleep because I insisted I forgot everything the day of the exam. Thank you for teaching yourself things because I understand them better when they come from you. Thank you for being the first person to show me how to give these speeches and for listening to this one 1,000 times, even though I know you never heard this part before. Thank you for helping me find the words when I can't say the right thing, for completing the part of me that's missing. Thank you for being my best friend and my constant support system in a world that's always changing. We often hear the word that in life you have to save yourself because no one is coming to save you. But for 17 years and for the rest of my life, so long as you are alive and well, inshallah, I know that you will come to save me. Words will never be enough to thank you for all you do and will continue to do. But at least now, I can tell you for one last time, أنا متأكدة إن أنا خلصت يا أغلى الغوالي. Finally, now as we stand on the edge of everything we've been working towards, I'm learning that greatness isn't found in just the milestones. It's found in the moments that we never thought would matter. It's found in the friendships we cultivated, the laughs, the memories, the failures, the uncertainties, the mundane. It's found on the days between greatness. So as we wake up tomorrow, June 8th, the day after one of the biggest days of our lives, and your mind starts to jump to the next chapter, the next milestone, the next big thing, I ask of you and myself to pause and remember that the day you're in is the moment. Don't miss the life happening right in front of you in all its simple, imperfect beauty. Maybe greatness isn't about being everything, maybe it's about noticing everything. Thank you, alhamdulillah.
Thank you, Lamar. Please welcome Hussein Elbaz as the salutatorian for the American Diploma graduates of 2026. As American Diploma salutatorian and a member of the National Honor Society, Hussein Elbaz combines outstanding critical thinking skills with a genuinely kind and empathetic nature. He approaches problems with deep, thoughtful analysis while remaining attentive to the people around him. Hussein's classmates know him for his warmth, his demeanor, his willingness to listen, support, and help others succeed. His salutatorian honor reflects not only his authentic care for others, his strong academic record, but also his authentic care for others, a rare balance of brilliant mind and generous heart. Welcome, Mr. Hussein. Okay.
Dear parents, faculty, honored guests, and most importantly, the class of 2026. If I'm being honest, had anyone told me 4 years ago that I would be standing up on this stage, I would have said they were bluffing. I entered high school as an average student, never expecting to be where I am today. Yet at the same time, who I was 4 years ago is nearly unrecognizable to me now. Many categorize their high school years as years of emotional hardship. a confusing transitional period where the mind struggles in building a bridge between adolescence and adulthood. Barriers and walls are set, us having to navigate a maze of physical, mental, and social challenges, alongside the sometimes crushing expectation of maintaining academic performance. For me, high school was indeed marked by stress and struggle to some extent. However, this stress built grit, discipline, and perseverance, and the will to evolve. Through my experiences, be they inside or outside of the classroom, I was able to completely reconstruct the idea of what average meant in my mind all those years before. There were times when progress was stunted, times this better version of myself seemed to disappear, times my self-doubt and anxiety got the better of me, yet each moment would only fuel the urge to improve. Now, as I turn the page to this new chapter of my life, I have packed within me an eagerness to succeed like no other, an eagerness that will act as a guiding light as I venture through pages yet to be written. To my fellow classmates, I hope you also carry this eagerness with you as you go through this new stage, be it in your studies, hobbies, or passions. Challenges will come, possibly harder than those that you may have faced already, but understand that Allah never burdens a soul more than it can bear, that you are all safe, and that you will all overcome whatever you're facing. All of you carry the potential to succeed, and I pray that inshallah you will all achieve everything you set your mind to. To my father, rather my best friend, I cannot count the times I have gone home in a terrible mood, yet you without fail always knew how to bring it back up. You carry our family on your shoulders, and I am eternally grateful for all you do. To my sister Khadija, my built-in therapist, your belief and your support these years has been priceless. I am so thankful for the bond we have, and I hope it continues beyond in these 2 special years for us. Finally, my mother, you are a machine. You have done miracles for this family, be it with me, Baba, or Khadija. This is as much your achievement as it is mine. Thank you for pushing me and always believing in me. Going out of your way in everything you do. We all love you and appreciate you so much more than you can ever imagine. ربنا يخليكي لينا إن شاء الله. I also want to thank my teachers, Ms. Rehem, Ms. Corey, Ms. Manar, Ms. Shaima, Dr. Hannah, Ms. Naveen, Ms. Mona, Ms. Heidi, and Mr. Lala, the CEO of Beehive Corp. You have all contributed in helping me cross the finish line, and I'm extremely grateful to have attended your classes. Finally, my friends, I don't know where I'd be without you all. I'm a fragment of each and every one of you, and I am proud to be packing these pieces with me on my journey ahead. You have all shown me support, love, and care through days where I could not push any further. You gave me your extra mile so I could walk mine. You gave me the motivation to reach this point and to walk towards points hereafter. I would not be who I am today without you all, and you all share a percentage not just in this culminating achievement, but in helping create the person you see today. I hope you continue to gift me with the words and the efforts that will keep building me into the greatest version of myself. And I hope my words and actions can do the same for all of you. I love you all dearly, and you have a special place in my heart that I am proud to carry alongside me. Thank you all, and may our successes and passions lead us to one another once more. Signing out.
Congratulations. That was great. Have a seat. Thank you, Hussein. And finally, will you please join me in welcoming Jacob Takla, representing the IB class of 2026 as salutatorian. As IB salutatorian and a member of the National Honor Society, Jacob Takla demonstrates a remarkable strength in science, mathematics, and technology. He approaches complex problems with precise analytical thinking, excelling wherever logic and depth are required. Jacob's quiet, hardworking demeanor defines him. He lets consistent effort, not attention, speak for his abilities. His salutatorian honor reflects both his exceptional technical mind and his steady, humble dedication to excellence. Welcome, Jacob.
Good evening, faculty, families, and the class of 2026. My name is Jacob Takla, and I'm honored to be standing before you as salutatorian of this wonderful class. As we stand here tonight, as the class of 2026, all of us have earned the right to say that we made it through adversity. High school tested us in ways that proved we are capable of handling ourselves in any endeavor. Now that our futures are in our hands, we have the choice of what we want to become. And if these past few years have taught us anything, it is that we do not need to be afraid of the future, even when the present doesn't go as planned. We have acquired the discipline to take ourselves to the next level and the grit to adapt to any challenge. Whether it is mastering the art of finishing projects the day they were due or functioning on 2 hours of sleep and caffeine, we proved we can survive the pressure. When I think about our journey as a class, I think about how much we have lived through together. To my fellow IB classmates, we have made it, despite Turnitin's relentless attempts to drive us crazy and through the countless hours spent studying while balancing CAS, IAs, and TOK deadlines across these 2 years. We learned that half of IB is just pretending to know what's going on until we actually manage to figure it out. Even though some of these challenges probably took some years off our life, we can confidently say that we learned how to handle pressure and adapt to whatever situation we are presented with. As I close, I want to take a moment to thank the people who made this journey possible. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for guiding me with His grace through some of the most demanding years of my life and blessing me with an incredible family. To my mom, who always had my back through thick and thin, she gave me endless support and love and never stopped believing in me. I'll never forget the times when I felt like everything was going the exact opposite way I expected it to, and you kept me grounded and told me that this is what God wanted for me. And that thought always gave me comfort. To my dad, who constantly challenged me to better myself and who I will always look up to as a role model and someone who showed me exactly what hard work, determination, and sacrifice look like. Your admirable work ethic and mindset of always reaching for the next step became core components of how I live my life. May my dad and mom please stand up to be recognized. To my sister, who always made me laugh and kept me sane during some of the most difficult times of my life. You coming to my room in the middle of finals just to show me a funny clip you saw on YouTube always reminded me to embrace those childish and joyful moments. I'm also deeply grateful to have my aunt, grandparents, and relatives here tonight. You have always supported me and believed in me, and whose constant prayers for me carried me through every challenge. To all my friends, without whom I would have never managed to make it through with my sanity in check and have backed me in any situation. And to all the teachers who guided me and helped me in my learning journey. Finally, congratulations, class of 2026. We've persevered through late nights, early mornings, traffic jams, and moments of doubt, and we've earned this moment together. Every challenge we faced, every obstacle we overcame, and every sacrifice we made has led us to this stage where we stand as graduates. We have the faith to know that whatever comes next in our lives will be exactly what is meant for us. Honestly, I wouldn't have wanted to go through it without this group of people and this sense of community. I believe that is what we should treasure the most from our experiences at AIS. Congratulations once again on this incredible achievement, and have a fantastic night.
Thank you, Jacob. And now, please enjoy a special video from the class of 2026.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Is it terrifying?
No, I don't think so. It's the way it is, you know. Everything must come to an end. The drip finally stops.
See you on the other side.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you forget, and all these reckless nights you regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, Load of merch in that 12-passenger van in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name in the star. Now look at where we at, still growing, still growing. I'm laying my bed and dreaming. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon. We just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far, I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars, I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
What you got? Till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. I wish somebody would've told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's over. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one, with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. Always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone. We gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember another chapter in the book. Can't go back, but you can look, and there we are on every page. Memories I'll always
your next adventure?
I have no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow.
How exciting. No matter what anybody
Thank you, Laura El Masri, for your efforts in creating Class of 2026 video. Wonderful job. And now, please welcome to the stage Mr. Mike Wing, High School Principal.
Wow, what a beautiful, beautiful set of memories. Thank you very much for that lovely sign of what an awesome class we have with so many. And it was wonderful to see with the valedictorians and salutatorians baby pictures or young pictures as well. So many of our class have lived their life through AIS Egypt. So this is a very significant moment that we're coming to now. Thank you for a lovely night. Wonderful words of advice from our speakers. Thank you for leading us through this wonderful ceremony, Mr. Director Gerald Redd. We are now coming to the moments that our class of 2026 have been waiting for a very long time. They have worked very hard to get to this point. So we are now coming to those critical moments where we will be conferring the diplomas and some elements, some symbolism to show what it means to pass through graduation. So, looking over our class, first of all, can I confirm Dr. Abu Shakra, as the high school principal of the American International School in Egypt, I certify that the candidates receiving a diploma today at graduation for the class of 2026 have met the requirements set forth by the AIS Board of Directors, by the Middle States Association of Colleges and Schools, by the International Baccalaureate Organization, and by the Ministry of Education in Egypt. We will now begin to confer those diplomas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the graduates of the class of 2026.
Graduating with honors, Nadine Abdullah. A member of the National Honor Society, AIS Abdul Maqsood. Saifuddin Abdul Hamid. Graduating with honors and a member of the National Honor Society, Yahya Abdel Awi. Ahmed Ayman. Noor Amir. Graduating with honors and a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Farida Abul Dahab. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Parthenia Abul Yamin. Graduating with honors and a member of the National Honor Society, Lana Abu Laban. Graduating with honors and a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Auni Abu Laban. Marwan Aglan. Farida Ahmed. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Hassan Ahmed. Khadija Ahmed. Ruby Al-Jannan. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Muhammad Al-Jaram. Yusuf Al-Faris. Adam Ali. Kenzi Ali. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Hassan Al-Qasr. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Abdullah Nathir. Yusuf Abdul Wahib. a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Farida Ali. Graduating with honors and a member of the National Honor Society, Malak Ali. Graduating with honors, Mansour Amir. Graduating with honors, Hania Amin. Graduating with honors and a member of the National Honor Society, Talia Gouda. Ali Atiyah. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate and a member of the National Honor Society, Samia Atwiya. Yara Aziz. Omar Azam. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Layla Badawi. Selma Bakr. Carlos Basili. Dawood Batisha. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Yassine Bilal. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Carol Bichet. Taimur Coppola. Nauras Daker. Elena Deries. Oliver Doken. Graduating with honors, Zakai Du. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Ahmed Dewidor. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Hamza Isa. Graduating with honors and a member of the National Honor Society, Hussein Elbaz. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Farida El Qadi. Salim El Ragabi. Yasin El Ragabi. Graduating with honors and a member of the National Honor Society, Mariam Al-Sulami. Muhammad Al-Ansari. Hannah El-Arman. Hamza El-Askari. Graduating with honors, Kenzi El-Benna. Muhammad El-Bakli. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, نور الدندراوي. يوسف العراقي. آدم العيسوي. Graduating with honors and a member of the National Honor Society, Rulan al-Hadari. Hana al-Halabi. Kareem al-Husseini. Graduating with honors, Heidi El-Kammar. Sophia El-Kattan. Graduating with honors and a member of the National Honor Society, Siba El-Khuli. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Farouk El-Kotami. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Khalid Al-Mahdi. Abdullah Al-Mahdi. Graduating with honors, Omar Al-Mahdi. Adam Al-Masri. Lara Al-Masri. Yusuf Al-Musallami. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Ibrahim Al-Najjar. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Lamar Najjar. Yasin al-Ramli. Graduating with honors, a member of the National Honor Society, and with perfect attendance, Nicolas Seba. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Carmen Al-Shahawi. Zena Al-Shazli. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Adham Al-Shibli. Noor Sukari. Yusuf Al-Tarzi. زينة الوكيل. أحمد عرفان. أحمد فرج. علي فرحات. Graduating with honors, Mu'izz Gabr. حمزة جمال الدين. حسين غزال. عمر جمعة. Tia Hafiz. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Nadine Hamada. Graduating with honors and a candidate for the and member of the National Honor Society, Munira Hamza. Graduating with honors and with perfect attendance, Bishoy Hannah. Graduating with honors and a member of the National Honor Society, Fadi Harfouch. Omar Hassan. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Mansour Hassan. Ismail Hassuba. Graduating with honors, Farah Hedayat. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Amina Hagazi. Khadija Hilal. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Ibrahim Ibrahim. Sidra Ibrahim. Riyad Aisawi. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Ariana Johari. Graduating with honors and a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Cecilia Katsameni. Rashid Khadr. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Dana Khafegi. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Ruqayya Khafeji. Graduating with honors and a member of the National Honor Society, Hope Khalifa. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Ahmed Khalil. Yasin Khattab. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Muhammad As-Sayyid Khidr. Graduating with honors, Muhammad Khidr. Graduating with honors, Saada Khudair. Maryam Mahaba. Muhammad Mahaba. Minna Meher. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Mahmoud Muhammad. Maryam Surur. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Abdul Rahman Mustafa. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Khadija Mustafa. Nariman Mustafa. Judy Nunu. Nadia Uthman. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Maya Rogah. Graduating with honors and a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Farida Rosikh. Ziad Salam. Yassine Sarog. Kareem Shafi. Yusuf Shaheen. Zaina Shama. Natalie Shihad. Ammar Shahata. Salma Shukri. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Mariam Shumen. Graduating with honors, Hazem Shusha. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Jacob Tekla. Farah Tawakkul. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Layla Tayil. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Razan Taima. Ali Tolba. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Jolene Toma. Graduating with honors, a candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma and a member of the National Honor Society, Kayan Yosri. Graduating with honors, Dawood Yusuf. Adam Zakut. A candidate for the International Baccalaureate Diploma, Jed Zakut. Laura Ziada. Hazem Fuda in absentia. Muhammad Abu Hussein.
Ladies and gentlemen, despite the fireworks, we are not there yet. There are 3 more symbols or traditions before our graduates pass through ceremony of graduating to leaving high school, and I will explain what's going to happen next. Our faculty will form a guard of honor And our students, our class of 2026, will be able to turn the tassels, a sign of moving through from one stage of education to the next. Thereafter, they will have the moment to toss their caps in the air to celebrate graduating. But then, their song that they have chosen will become the moment that they leave the stage and they pass through the honor guard of faculty who celebrate their successes as they move out into the crowd of their family and the life of the world to come. And for this song, our class of 2026 have chosen One Republic, I Lived. I think they have. We've seen a lot of fun memories tonight. Let's enjoy the last ones. Please listen carefully. Please listen carefully.
I was thinking about the band. I
Hold
was thinking
on.
about the fans.
We still need to move the tassels.
Passenger van in a small club in Minnesota.
Class of
And the snow outside of
2026.
First Ave. I just wanted my name in the star.
You may now move the tassels
where we at?
from the right to the left.
I would lay in my bed and dream about
Congratulations to our graduates.
Can I wait to be some? Now that I'm here,
Graduates,
wishing I was still young.
we may leave the stage.
Wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon. We just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far. I guess I'm proud, and I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars. I've been around. I felt some pain. I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone. I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
انا بتخرج لا بتهرج ازاي الوقت ده عدى وفات كانت رحلة تعبنا فرحنا شفنا فيها كتير حكايات احنا بنتخرج لا بنتهرج ازاي الوقت ده عدى وفات كانت رحلة تعبنا فرحنا شفنا فيها سنة ما بينا مهما بعدنا رحنا هنفضل احنا اكيد اخوات وهنا يا دنيا بينا ناجحين رافعين